On April 19, 2025, the world was jolted by news of Israeli strikes deep inside Iran. Israeli forces, using stealth aircraft and precision missiles, targeted what they called critical parts of Iran's nuclear program. Tel Aviv declared the Operation Iron Horizon, a last resort act of self-defense, claiming Iran was weeks from a nuclear weapon. Iran denied the accusations, calling the attack an unprovoked act of war, and insisting its nuclear work was peaceful. The world split. Some saw Israel's move as necessary, others as reckless aggression. Emergency UN sessions and market turmoil followed, as nations scrambled to respond. The attack reignited debates about international law, ethics, and the limits of military force. At its core, the world now faced a stark question. When, if ever, is a nation justified in striking first? The Israeli strike reignited a crucial debate: preemptive versus preventive war. A preemptive strike responds to an imminent, clear threat, like firing before an enemy pulls the trigger. A preventive war, however, targets a threat that might emerge in the future, striking before the enemy even has a weapon. Israel's 2025 attack was preventive, not preemptive. The UN Charter only allows force in self-defense after an armed attack, or at most, to preempt an imminent one. Preventive war, based on fear of what might happen, challenges the very foundation of international law. The world is left to judge: was Israel averting disaster or crossing a dangerous line? International law is clear. War should be a last resort, and sovereignty must be respected. By this standard, many see Israel's strike as a violation, acting on suspicion, not imminent threat. Ethically, just war tradition demands a just cause, usually self-defense against an actual or imminent attack. Critics warn that accepting preventive war sets a precedent. Any nation could attack another based on perceived future threats. Supporters argue nuclear weapons change the calculus. Waiting for certainty could be fatal. This clash, between upholding global order and ensuring national survival, now defines the debate. The world must decide which principle prevails. The 2025 strike showcased how technology is transforming war. Hypersonic missiles, drones, and cyber attacks made the operation swift and precise, but also raised new dangers. Decisions now happen in minutes, not days, leaving little room for diplomacy or reflection. Automated systems and AI may soon make life-and-death choices, eroding human judgment. Cyber warfare blurs the line between peace and conflict, making it easier to justify force. Technology accelerates conflict, lowers the threshold for war, and tempts leaders to act first and ask questions later. The risk-preventive war becomes a tempting, almost routine option. Israel's strike sets a precedent that could reshape the world order. If preventive war is normalized, any nation could justify attacking another out of fear, not fact. To avoid this, the world must double down on diplomacy, arms control, and transparency. New rules for emerging technologies, AI, drones, cyber weapons, are urgently needed. The UN Charter's principles were forged from the horrors of war. Restraint, patience, and law must guide us. Without these guardrails, we risk a future of endless, self-fulfilling conflict. The choice is clear: uphold the rules, or accept a world where fear drives nations to strike first.